Hello? Yeah, we're just on our way to Poland now for the second leg. The cup game versus Larne. Well, I left you a few players. No, Cogbo's there, and McQuaid. We'll just try and keep it respectable. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 10, Episode 3 here at H&W Welders, and today we have the second leg of Europa Conference qualifying against Wisla Krakow. We are 3-1 up from the first leg. It was going so well and then they got an away goal. We'll check in on the highlights of that in just a second. So it's still all to play for. We've got to go and cancel out that away goal and then we should be okay, but yeah, it's going to be tough. And if you're looking for Larne, they got a 1-1 draw away in Sweden, so they're looking okay to progress here as well. Now, of course, the game before this, the first game, is against Larne, away from home in the League Cup. We care very little about that, let's say. Falkirk is in here. Anyway, so I didn't realise that. Yeah, we care very little about that, so was Arsenal. So it's going to be very much a chance to see some players that we either haven't seen for a little while or we haven't seen yet. But let's go and catch up on what's happened since last episode. There's two games. The first one was the first leg. Let's go see how this played out. McDade gave us an early lead. Masson crossed for Fisher to make it 2-0 after 10 minutes. And Fred Simpson had us 3-0 up. But Wisla pulled back an away goal. So there we go. It was, for the most part, a very good performance, but we've left the door ajar, haven't we, let's say, with that away goal. Second, all the action was in the first half. Second half was very much, it just seemed like, you can see from the XG tracker, both teams were relatively happy, I think. They didn't want to concede another one. We didn't want to concede another one. And I think it kind of, that reflected in the game, to be honest. But overall, very well done in the first leg. It's just a shame that we haven't kept a clean sheet. But like I say, if we get one in the second leg, that should be enough to see us through. Next up, the second game to catch you up on was in the league against Portadown. So let's see how that went. The only goal came midway through the second half when Lewis Hill crossed for Davidson. So there we go. It was one of those comfortable 1-0 wins. You can see they didn't register a shot on goal. We were okay without being brilliant. We did have to rotate heavily. Now, obviously, there's a week between the two European games. Not only have we had this one, we've also got the Larne game. So that is why we've had to rotate so heavily. Hill got a game for us at right back. He's very much in as backup just now, but got the assist on the goal. That's all we can ask for. And generally speaking, it was, as I said, a good performance from us, just maybe lacking the finishing in front of goal. But let's go and have a look and see what all that means here for the league table. We are still top, so are Linfield. Larne are 2 points back, and then everybody else sort of comes in behind us there. Now, we have got draws in the other cups. We have got Queen of the South first up in the Tanix Wafer Cup. So that's exciting to be in that competition. And we did have a draw for the County Antrim Shield. It is Queen's University that we've got first up in that one. One of our big rivals from the championship, of course. We should be able to beat them now, and I would imagine beat them relatively comfortably. But it is all about the League Cup first up. Where are we? This one here. We're away from home to Larne. Not ideal. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. And with Europe just around the corner, it is very much, it's not even second string, it's a third string side. Now, what I did want to do for this one is drop Al Amin back in. Please, game, when you're ready. Mate, this is where I want you to play. Just sit there. Thank you. And then McQuaid will drop in. He'll be an advanced playmaker. Let's keep you on support. And Al Amin will be... All right, let's go on support as well. So this is the team we're sending out. It's Innes making his debut in goal on loan for just such an occasion. It is Corker, one of the loanees as well. He plays at the back along with Martin, who again is one of the younger new guys for this. Was he new this season? I think he was. We got him in the summer. Or was it January last year? Anyway, he plays along with Edgar, who we haven't seen for a little while. His contract's up at the end of the year. It might be one of the last times we see him. Hill and Parton, another one of the loanees in for this season. They are the fullbacks. Al Amin with Gorney and McQuaid. Cogbo, lesser spotted these days, but he gets to start up top with Sheedy, another one of our youngsters that we don't see too much of, but he's got good finishing, good composure. He's going to need to show that here. So we can see the team sheet. Seth Keach on the bench, so maybe they're not taking it as seriously, but we're taking it not even kind of seriously. Show me what you can keep. We're the underdogs. You've got I fully expect to... I don't fully expect to win this game, but let's pretend that we are. Let's tell them that we are and give them a little bit of confidence, hopefully. And yeah, I mean, away from home with a team that is sort of more resemblant of a reserve team for us, to be honest. This just is what it is. You know, we've got to favour the league over this. We've got to favour Europe over this, and this is the team we're left with. So, yeah, the plan is just to try and keep it tight. That's why we've got the 3 centre backs and the DM in. And if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, we're out of this cup. And as long as we get through in Europe, no one will particularly care. Cork up with a header away. McQuaid can't quite get to it. I do wonder a little bit if... Oh, good save from Innes. I do wonder a little bit, perhaps, if we could stick in, if not a number 10, then maybe have the 3 across the centre of midfield and move one of the centre-backs forward, given that they only have the one man there. If, you'd argue, when we fall behind, that might be something we look to do. McQuaid and Gournay have got, you know, they're both good passers of the ball. They've both got decent creativity, so there might be, you know, there might be something for us. It's very much just try and keep it tight, and if we can get to penalties, brilliant. Here we go. Another highlight. It does just look a little bit right now as though we don't really have a threat, do we? There's a ball into the box. Oh, it's not the best goalkeeping, is it? All right, so what we might do, let's get rid of all this. Get it to Cargbo. And we'll play off of him. Almost got to half-time, didn't we? 38th minute, that's disappointing. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a little bit almost what you'd expect. Lewis Hill just not quite quick enough to get back. Goalkeeper. Could he have done better there? Possibly. Let's try a berating. That didn't work. And, well, we'll get into half-time and have a rethink. Now that we are behind, there's not too much to lose, is there? So let's, do I say I'm unhappy, or do I say, well, let's go with unlucky. Let's try and build a bit of confidence. We'll pump our fists, say we have faith in them. And I think what we might do is take off a centre-back. Edgar's the obvious choice, isn't he? And let's bring on Mr. X-Ray Vision. Let's stick him up there. And let's see if we won't have a covering guy on this situation. So let's get McQuaid going, box to box. Mr. X-Ray Vision as an advanced playmaker. And let's just see if that can work for us. We don't want him dribbling. He's not a good dribbler, is he? No, he's not. And yeah, let's let him roam and see if he can get himself into... Well, what have I done there? All right, let me fix up that. All right, here we go. Yeah, we'll just see. You know, obviously we need to be a bit more attacking now. Is it going to hurt us from a set piece? Maybe should have there with an unmarked header, but Innes claims it. Gets it forward nice and quickly. Cargbo's there. Flick on for Sheedy. Not quite in behind. He picks up there, though. Here we go with Gournay. Forward to Simpson. Simpson to Cargbo. Cargbo back to Simpson. Is it still there? No, it's fallen for him, though. McQuaid. Sheedy. Out there for Parton. He gets it back to our men, and we've just kind of lost our momentum there, haven't we? And are we going to... We've given it away. Now we're going to go up the other end now and concede. What is Corker doing? And... I mean, we're not even playing that high of a line. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? McQuaid playing a 6.2 again. What has happened to McQuaid? Sort of the second half of last season and this season, he has been a disgrace, and I don't think that's too harsh a term to use it. He has been absolutely horrid. And we know that he's a decent player at this level. He's just completely lost his way, though. And it's not, yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're not playing him enough, but, oh, there's a miss. Oh, he's almost come back and made me eat my words there. That would have been a well-timed goal, wouldn't it? Get us back into the, oh, where is our marking? Where is the marking? McQuaid off of... You could make an argument to say this formation maybe isn't quite working for us, but With the injuries we've got to right wingers just now, we don't have the depth. We've got Fitzpatrick on the bench, unless we look to move Sheedy out wide left, where he can, in theory, play. But he doesn't have any of the attributes of a wide player. He can't dribble or cross. So I don't really see a sense in doing that. Yeah, I mean, Fitzpatrick's on the bench, but he's really the only one. Sheedy is not working, so let's get Diora on. Let's go with 2 target men. see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, this is roughly what I expected. Ideally, this wouldn't have been a game on YouTube, but it's just kind of the way it worked out. And I figured we'll get to have a look at some of the other players, get 90 minutes. And I think what we're learning from this as Cargbo nicks it is that there's a reason that these guys aren't playing week in, week out. Gornay, I've got to be honest, has been a bit of a Oh, Martin. Good save from Innes. I think Innes comes out of this, perhaps the first goal aside, with his head held high. Outside of that, there's not too many, is there? Cargbo's done what Cargbo does. Just hasn't managed to get a goal. But otherwise, yeah, there's no one here that's really saying pick me, are there? Parton, to be fair, has done well. But that's us out of the League Cup, and we can have absolutely zero complaints about that. That was extremely poor. So there we go, out of the League Cup. It's not the end of the world. It's not something we particularly wanted to win anyway, but yeah, well, there we go. Innes has made his debut, and let's just move on very quickly to Europe. We'll be right back for that. Okay, welcome back. Let's put that behind us, put the first team out there, and see what we can do against Wisla Krakow. We're in Poland, and, well, this is what we're expecting. A 4-2-3-1 formation from them, although we don't have too much information on them. This is the team we're sending out. This is more like it, isn't it? Jitter in goal, McCullough, Gribben, Simpson, and Pearson as the back four, Napoleon and McGreevy in midfield, Masson, Armstrong, and Fisher in behind McDade. Let's go. Okay, so we can see the team sheets here. It looks as though they're coming out in a 4-4-1-1 formation. Chuka, of course, who got their goal in the first leg. Hopefully he won't get one here. Let's show what this team is all about, shall we? The first leg means nothing now. Let's go out there, make sure we win this. We've demotivated McGreevy with that. Let's hope that we can turn that around. We can. Nicely done. And out we go. All right, now hopefully we're going to end today's episode with a draw with the group stage of the Europa Conference League. Of course, that will be determined if we can see this through. 3-1, as a reminder, we are up. And if we were to get an away goal and cancel theirs out, I mean, 2-0, a 2-0 loss away from home in Poland is not inconceivable, is it? Here we go with Masson, crossing towards McDade. It's headed away. It's going to get picked up, though, by McCullough. Can he get a second ball into the box? He tries. He gets there. McDade, and McDade does get the header. It's a 6th goal of the season for him. McCullough with the assist. And 5 minutes in, it's 4-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night, and that should be that. The difference, isn't it, between the first team... I mean, the Larne side, it wasn't even a second string, it was a third string side. It was gutless from us, it wasn't good. But when we've got 2 games between, basically a tie that is a week apart, I didn't have a choice. So it was a disjointed team performance against Larne. I know that. But this will hopefully be much, much better. Even if we just had, the Portadown game wasn't fantastic, but at least we could defend well, and we had a bit of a threat. McDade going for a long-range effort. Fisher, back to Napoleon. Ball forward for Masson. That's a cracking ball, and Masson can't keep his shot down. And it remains 4-1 on aggregate. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit concerned with how poor some players' form has been. Our Min, will give him time to settle, but he hasn't been great. McQuaid's the one, I'll be honest, that's really, really worrying me. He just has not played well. Mr. X-Ray Vision as well has not been fantastic recently. We saw that from him last year, though, and he did kind of come good. But, yeah, there are definitely concerns that some of the guys that we've relied upon, and the guys that are club trained as well, which, can't be overlooked, especially when it comes to registering teams for Europe, we'll have to say don't get complacent. We need McQuaid and Simpson, who are club trained players. They need to be playing well, because we might need them in Europe. They're going to have to be registered in the squad. just because, we have to have that certain quota of both Northern Irish and club-trained players. And I think I'm fairly sure they both qualify as, obviously, Northern Irish and club-trained. Napoleon with a corner. Goalkeeper claims it well. So it is a little bit of a concern that they're not living up to their previous form. You'd understand if it was in Europe, it's a higher standard, and if they weren't able to play up to that standard, you'd say, fair enough, they found their level. But this is the league we're talking about, and domestic games where we know that they can play at that level. So it's strange and it's disappointing that they're not doing that. Where is our marking? It's not the first time. Did I do defending and work on set pieces? I'm sure I did. We might need to do it again. We saw Seth Keats score a goal like this, didn't we? Now, what is the issue? I don't have enough man markers, or is it... So it's 1-1 on the night. Let's demand some focus from them. And it shouldn't hurt us too badly. They need 2 more. And of course, we're in a situation where if we score another away goal, that will be that. And the game is ticking by fairly rapidly now. Masson, there's a good first-time ball for Armstrong. Can he pull it back? Oh, we had a chance. We had 2 in there. Pearson with a cross. It's headed away. Napoleon will get to that. McCullough's open. Napoleon uses him. Napoleon in a little bit of space. Can he get the cross in? He can, and it's Fisher, and it's just over the bar. We maybe do need this second goal, don't we? Now, let's mark up this guy here, please. Oh, we're not looking good defending set pieces, are we? We don't want them to get us. There's a good block for McDade. Masson's onto it. Now, Masson is quick. He's very quick. He's in. Masson! I tell you what he can't do, though, is find a finish. That was 5 minutes to play. That could have sealed it as well. Simpson brings it down for Pearson. McGreevy gets it forward, looking for McDade. Masson will pick up that header, though. He gets past his man. Now, don't shoot, mate. Just cross it. Just cross it. Masson. Oh, there we go. He can shoot. It's a stunning finish in the end. Goalkeeper, well, he just kind of looked at it. But it was a powerful effort from Masson, and I don't think any of us expected him to shoot again. Probably not the goalkeeper. He's probably, there you go, mate. Have a free go. Send it into the fans. But he didn't. He found the back of the net. And he's all power, isn't he? Maybe we need to teach him to place his shots. Goalkeeper just sort of fell over, didn't he? But that'll do it. It's 2-1 on the night. There's our 2 away goals. And everybody is happy. We'll just let this play out. 30-odd seconds to go. And there we go. We are going back to the group stage. 5-2 in the end. Very, very comfortable. Not a great performance. McGreevy's not having a great time of things in midfield there. But we're pleased with that result and performance. Well done. I think did enough, isn't it? That's, I think, what you would use to describe that. 2-1 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. And guys, wait right there, because you know what we're going to do, actually, right now, is let's just practice defending free kicks, please, boys. Oh. All right, guys, wait right there. We'll end the episode with the group stage draw. Okay, so slightly concerningly, the draw hasn't taken place when it was supposed to. Hopefully, this isn't going to be an... Oh, okay, so there's still a tie to go. So that explains that. Nobody panic. So what we'll do then, since that's still a little ways away, is we will call the episode there. Really sorry, that's obviously the issue though, isn't it? So what we'll do is we'll come back next time. I'm hoping we'll come back for our first game in the Caramel Wafer Cup, and also our first game in the group stage there. We'll come back for the group stage plus one other game. Also, I'll record the draw so we can see that. So that'll all be for next time, guys. Apologies that we couldn't do the draw this time. I was unaware that was not going to take place when it did, but I'm actually relieved because I thought that there might have been an error in the game there. But anyway, that's all done. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. We're into the group stage. We're going to have the money for it. And quick look at the finances. We haven't got the money for it yet, obviously, but when we do, that's going to look very, very nice, isn't it? So until next time, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you for watching. Take care.